Brothers in Christ, I want to be a man of his word. My name is David. I'm a 22-year-old Christian man who is learning how to be a faithful disciple of Jesus Christ in everything I do. A Christian man is a man of his word. And in this video, I'm going to unpack what does it mean to be a man of his word? And knowing that the God that we serve is a man of his word, a God that keeps his promises, how should we live and respond accordingly as Christian men? What does it mean to be a man of his word? To put it simply, it means that our words line up with our actions. We say what we're going to do. We make a promise and we keep it. But reality is, sometimes, me included, our words don't align with our actions. They're separate. One example of this for me in my life is trash days. Thursdays is our trash days, and I'm notorious for forgetting to take out the trash. And what this has caused is my aunt on Wednesdays now questions me and reminds me constantly to take out the trash. And what that teaches me is that when you're not a man of your words hold no weight and inspire doubt in people. People question you of whether or not you're going to come through. But if you are a man of your word, your words hold weight and it inspires confidence. When I say I'm going to do something, people actually say what I say I'm going to do is actually what I'm going to do, and that I'm actually going to come through, that I'm actually going to keep my promise. And so that is why I want us, men of God, to be men of our word, because I want people to take us seriously. I want people to know that what I say is what I'm going to do. And so also I want to point out is how we treat the small promises is how people are going to perceive us treating the big promises. And so when people actually need help, when people actually need us to come through, people are going to base our reliability based on how we keep all our promises. And so small promises matter too. The promises that you've made to your grandma, to go for a walk or to get a meal with that friend, or when you said you're going to wash the dishes, or when you said you're going to take out the trash, those promises matter too. And so I want us to be a man of our word, also so people can be confident in us, but also that we can be confident in ourselves. There's a feeling that I want for us Christian men. When we set a goal, when we have a dream, and we say we're going to go after it, I want to have us have a self-belief, that feeling of self-confidence, knowing that we're actually going to pursue, that self-belief, knowing that we're actually going to do what we say. And that is a feeling that I want for all of us. 3 things that help me to be a man of my word is, number 1, think before you commit. Some commitments are too large and we can't keep those promises. So a promise we can't keep is a promise that we don't make. Ask yourself, is this a promise that I can actually keep? If so, go ahead and make that promise. Number 2, write down your promises. There's a lot of things that go on in our day. And if we make a promise, let's make an active effort to remind ourselves, whether that's writing that down on a calendar or writing that down on a journal or writing it down on a Post-it note and sticking it onto the mirror of our bathroom. Write it down, remind yourself, because a promise that we make is a promise that we should want to remind ourselves and a promise that we should want to keep. And so make that easy for yourself by writing it down. Lastly, I call this the 5-minute rule. And this talks about, let's see if we can focus. That's his 5-minute rule. And so the 5-minute rule is for us keeping small promises. When there's dog poop that you need to pick up, when the living room's a little bit messy, or when your room is messy, or when you need to fold your clothes, right? Anything that takes less than 5 minutes, even if it takes less than 10 minutes, this rule allows us to have no excuse to be able to procrastinate and to push that off to the side. If it takes less than 5 or 10 minutes, do that now, and then go and do your homework or do your video games or watch your movie or go eat later. Get these out of the way. If you made a promise, keep it. And make that easy for yourself. Don't procrastinate it. Don't do it later when you're probably even more tired and even more drained. Do it now when you're fresh, when you have the energy to do so. Keep those promises. Lastly, how should we respond and live accordingly, knowing that our God, the God that we serve, is a God that keeps his promises? Well, like I said earlier, a feeling that I want for us Christian men is to have that self-confidence, that self-belief, that comfort, that peace, knowing that what we say is what we're going to do. And I want that peace and comfort for us, knowing that there's that trust about my words are going to line up with my actions. But a feeling and experience that I want for all of us, even more, that surpasses all of that, is knowing that the God that we serve is a God that keeps all of his promises. Everything he says he's going to do in the Bible, all the promises that he has given to us, man, God's going to come through. And God is our Prince of Peace. And how we get to that conclusion is knowing that our God is bigger than our problems. Our God is bigger than our anxiety. Our God is bigger than all the uncertainties that lie in our future. Knowing that our God is the rock, knowing that our God is not going to forsake us, that he's going to come through for his children, that is the kind of peace that I cannot give you, but only God can give you. And so, man, knowing that God keeps his promises should be the very thing that keeps us going. That is our hope. That is our certainty. That is our foundation. Brothers in Christ, let us be men of our word, knowing that our words hold weight, knowing that our words are going to align with our actions, knowing that our words are going to inspire confidence in people, and that our promises are we actually can trust our goals and our promises because our words align with our actions. And ultimately, I just pray that the peace of God that surpasses all knowledge can just be received and experienced by all of us as we live life with God. Brothers in Christ, let us be men of our word, where our words align with our actions. Brothers in Christ, be blessed. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.